a very special story. It's a story that you guys have to help me finish. And while telling the story, I need 2 kids to act it out for us.
What is act?
You have to be a Schauspielerin.
I like that.
Yeah, I know. So what we're gonna do?
I think the first thing that makes it different is not only is it a language school that the kids learn a new language, it's also the setup of it. Our day-to-day structure is something that's really nice that I think the kids benefit from. You have your routine and you know what's going to happen, and other German kindergartens is much more free play time, which is also nice for children, but I think the structure is something that kids need.
Wir haben viele Kinder vom ganzen Erdball.
At the moment we have what, 11 nationalities, something like that? Just in my group we have a child that's half English, we have a child that's half Portuguese, we have a kid from Australia and Lithuania,
India, Russia, China,
Spain, Canada, we had Canadian children.
Just from so many different countries, and that's wonderful because they bring a lot of differences to the classroom. They can tell you something about their traditions, or even the food that they bring for breakfast sometimes is like, oh, what do you have there, and what's this and what's that?
Being able to actually hear a bit from each of their backgrounds, you know, where they've come from. Some of the foods that they have are amazing. I wish I had known that when I was a kid.
So many different aspects that they bring into our classroom, and we kind of mix it all together. It's just wonderful.
Ein Stückchen Fisch and what? Spätzle and Käsespätzle. And also not Käsespätzle, but we have also chicken nuggets. Ich liebe Ketchup. Ich hasse Ketchup, weil das ist irgendwie so sauer und gettig. Noodles, hot dogs, I like. And I don't like worm soup.
Do you get worm soup here?
No. Yes, we do.
You can't go down to the
I think it's one of my favorite things about our staff, that everybody comes from somewhere different. So you have lots of people from England or Ireland or Scotland, and then you have Germans, you have Americans, you have Australians, some are from Holland as well. The kids are not only learning the English language, but they're learning the English language from 20 different countries where different words are used for different things. So where I say the trash can, someone else says rubbish or the garbage. And the kids get an entire view of it. They see not only is there here it's spoken like this, there it's spoken like this, and there's also a different accent on it as well. And I think it just really gives the kids a whole picture of the English language and how language in itself is different wherever you go.
What languages do you speak?
Spanish. I speak English. Ich Deutsch mit meiner Mama.
Aha.
Und ich spreche auch zu Hause Deutsch mit meiner. Ich auch. Und ich kann 3 Sprachen.
Was welche denn?
Sie kann Spanisch. Sie kann Afrika. Comes Africa. I can speak English and German. I can German and I think Minion. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Banana. 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 My banana. My banana. My banana. My banana. My banana.
there's literally a moment where a child comes to us and they only speak German or they only speak Russian or Spanish. And then there's a day that the kid comes and will only speak English to you. And you have no idea when it happened. And then all of a sudden this kid is telling you an entire story and it was just in their second language. And they have no idea what they did and you have no idea when it happened. But then all of a sudden everybody's speaking English and you're just like, oh, it works. But it's one of this is my favorite thing, definitely.
Miss Polly had a dolly who was 666. Flew by guitar out the window, far down. Wednesday, I'm feeding Klein. Work is lasting on my mind. In the ticky room, all the birds sing words and the flowers be knocked on the door. With my
I think one of the reasons that I'm fulfilled with my job, and that I think it's important to introduce kids to music and art at an early age, just so there's not a barrier to arts later in their life. McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O, with the moo here and moo there, here moo, there moo, everywhere moo. Old McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. I grew up the youngest of four, and all of my brothers and sisters and my mom and dad played music and sang all the time. So it wasn't weird for me to sing and to play piano and things like that. I thought that's what all families do. Happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, bark like a dog. Now, who knows what sound a mouse is? And hopefully, even if they right now don't want to learn guitar or pick up piano or something like that, later on in their life, they, just like language, they won't be afraid of doing that. They'll already have experience with it and they'll feel like it's something they can do.
In my room, there's a male and a female. The children, when they need some kind of comfort, they sometimes go to Nadine. And there's certain things they come to me for. And so that balance is available and that need is met. That balance, I think, is necessary. And it's proven now that we can do this job, you know, and they're great caregivers. And I think the children need that balance.
The boys, especially in the group, like to let off steam in a different way, and sometimes that means I'm wrestling down in the gym, or I'm playing football, running around, or I'm climbing up the top of rocks trying to get them out of trees, and different things like that. So it's just on a physical side maybe as well, but also the girls like it when we have a lot of parents who are away very often. So I think they see it as a kind of a close family.
Gerade der Job ist ein Job, wo man in dem Sinne auch etwas zurückbekommt von den Kindern. Und gerade in unserem Job bekommen wir jeden Tag von den Kindern Anerkennung. Und ich glaube, das ist auch so der Grund, warum ich den Job mache und auch den Job liebe. Da kommt ein Kind auf einmal zu dir und sagt, ach Jamie, I like you, oder Jamie, I love you. Und dann denkt man, oh wie süß, komm her, ich knuddel dich. Und dann weiß man, man hat was Gutes getan.
Honestly, for me, it's kind of the chaos. All over the map, you know? These three have an idea and then they want to do that, and then someone else jumps in and they want to be a part of it as well, but then all of a sudden they want to take over the game, and then those three say, no, it's not fair. Then all of a sudden Legos are everywhere, someone's got something in their nose, it's just chaos. And to be in the middle of all that and still be able to like organize it into something that's kind of okay, you know? I like that aspect. I've had a lot of jobs where it's just everything's organized, Everything's by the book. You know exactly what you're going to do at 8:30. You know exactly what's going to happen at 11. But in kindergarten, anything's possible. It's amazing.
Every floor you go to, there's something special going on. So that motivates you, you know? And so we're always talking, interacting, find out what the other rooms are doing, sharing, and just to see all that creativity and all that positivity inspires you.
Once or twice in a year, Barbara says that we can have our own theme. And one day in the class, I don't know even why, I just thought the circus.
And have you been on any outings with the kindergarten?
Yes! We went to the playground. Forest. No, to the really far playground. Remember?
So can you tell me about the space place you went to? That sounds exciting.
All it had was a telescope. A giant telescope. And the roof could open. So we could look, and I saw stars, even though it's daytime.
Wir versuchen nicht im Haus zu bleiben, sondern jeden Tag gucken wir, dass wir irgendwo rauskommen. Sei es irgendein Spielplatz in der Gegend oder sogar ein Ausflug nach Schwetzingen, Zoo, Stift Neuburg, Schloss. Also wir versuchen mit den Kindern viel rauszukommen, weil das auch die Kinder total bereichert.
And they have a lot of fun here. They really enjoy the day. We make a lesson plan every month, and we really think of their social emotional development, of their language skills, of their physical, their gross motor skill, fine motor skills. And because you do those activities with the children every month, you see how they are developing, and we try to make it a little bit playful because children learn through play.
Joe grabs a boat Go to the boat. Get the boat. And they hit the road.
Ich würde sagen, das Wichtigste für uns ist, dass die Kinder sich wohlfühlen und Spaß haben. Denn ohne Spaß werden die Kinder nicht lernen. Und ohne einfach sich wohlzufühlen, werden sie auch nicht lernen. Und wenn die Kinder Spaß haben und sich wohlfühlen, kommt die englische Sprache automatisch, das Lernen kommt automatisch.
We try to build this self-confidence, and we do it through our activities where freedom to be who you are, that's accepted. You know, so we try to teach that whatever you do, however you create, or this acceptance, you know, so a lot of self-confidence is built up. Oh, very nice. Let's put your brush back.
Ich bin felsenfest überzeugt, dass den Kindern diese internationale Zusammensetzung für ihr eigenes Leben ganz viel bringt. Offenheit, Transparenz, Akzeptanz, über den eigenen Schatten springen.
With the curriculum that we carry in this program and the developmental skills that we teach, you're not dropping your children off anymore to play, even though we learn to play. But there's so much thought going into it, the social skills that we teach, the creativity. Every day is a learning day, but all this is done in a social environment, and we live in a social world.
I'm very big on making sure that the kids are self-sufficient. I feel like one of the most important things that I think people need to realize is that an international language school is exactly the same as a normal kindergarten. So we're teaching them a second language, but it happens just on the side because it's the language we're speaking with the kids. But we have to teach these kids how to make it in their day-to-day lives. And for me, the most important thing that you can teach a kid is how to be self-sufficient. How to stand there on their own 2 feet and say, this is what I feel, this is what I need, and this is what I'm going to do to get it. And for me, that's the most important thing, because I feel like today people are very dependent on cell phones and on technology to do things for them. And so for me, it's really much, okay, you have a problem, I'm not going to solve it for you. I want you to tell me, what is your plan? How are you going to solve it? What's your next step? And I think that's the best thing that anybody could teach any child, because that's the only way you can live life.
Does Mr. Mark tell you stories sometimes?
And from his head.
Do you remember Miss Crabtree?
Yes! He's a bad guy. I don't like him. He eats children. It's a witch. It's a witch that is too small. That is far, far away behind the kindergarten. And you know what we have in this land? A real Miss Crabtree.
Wow. And she's still out there, is she?
Yeah, she's still at home. She's almost eating different children. But lucky us, we're in the kindergarten, so the doors are locked. Actually, and he cannot find us. I hope.
The Crabtree story was an accident. It just happened one day. I couldn't think of a story, so I just started to make one up. And the main character was Crabtree, who was a disguised teacher, but actually she was a monster, or let's say a bad guy. Every time we told the story, it kind of took off from the last story. And the children became the heroes of the story each time. And I think this way it became so exciting, but always ended happily. At least happily for the children, not for Miss Crabtree.
A boy from our class left the kindergarten 2 weeks ago, and that's really sad. Everybody that day was a little bit like, oh no, I don't want this day to happen. But for me, something that I will never forget is like our last goodbye. He flew into my arms and he gave me a big, big hug, and he said, I love you, I'll miss you. And then that breaks your heart. But it's also, you get so much love and gratitude back for what you do with the children. It's, I can't describe how that feels. That's what you do it all for.
heard you say, meet you in the long run. Something good along lives. We're away. Next to me, found you by the old tree. Something we can both see. We're away. Oh, let's run away and I know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be wonderful.
Coming from New York to Heidelberg, we really were looking for a school for our daughter that was both bilingual but also offered an international experience. The DAI was really the only choice in Heidelberg, which had the mix of both English and German, but also all the families from all over the world.
Das Beste am DAI Kindergarten ist, dass so viele verschiedene Nationalitäten zusammenkommen und nicht nur die Kinder aus aller Herren Länder lernen sich kennen, sondern auch die Erwachsenen.
What you say? Meet you by the seaside, somewhere we can both hide. We're away. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be wonderful. Oh, let's run away and not know where we are going to. Let's go far today and it's all gonna be fine.